Hello everyone and welcome back to the Commons. This is Robert Feduccia, and today I am doubly blessed by Sarahs. Sarah Kroger and Sarah Hart are joining us for the song Run to the Cross. Stay with us. Hey there, Sarah.
Hey, Robert.
Good seeing you. Good
Hey,
seeing you. Well, Sarah, let me just take this as an opportunity to officially, publicly, internet-wise, and wherever else it's shown, to welcome you to the Spirit and Song family.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to be a part of it.
Well, now you've been unofficially a part of it because just knowing Josh and working with Josh, working with the Life Team family that we're part of as well, and then of course working with Sarah Hart.
Sarah, yes.
Yeah.
It's
So
been great.
if you would just tell a little bit about the history of how you guys got together and Josh
Sure.
Blakeslee's role in that too.
It was pretty much all Josh Blakeslee.
Right.
I would say Josh had approached me about doing some conferences with him one summer and had the foresight to ask me to produce a CD for me. And so we really prayed into this project, and I had a couple of songs, a little bit started and different lyric ideas that I liked, and then he put me in touch with Sarah, and so Sarah, Josh, and I just spent literally, I think, 2 days, and hammered out all the songs from my EP, and it was just amazingly blessed because they're so talented. So
it was such a fun time. Well, and you're so easy to work with because you're so talented, super uber talented. So
it was great.
Well, that was it. I mean, I perhaps this isn't the right thing to say, but Sarah can be a bit picky. She only writes with the best.
Oh, really? I didn't know this.
Yes, and so when Josh had told me that she got or that he got you guys hooked up together, that was something very interesting to me. That Sarah went, this is a young lady we're going to do some investment in.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask her, what did you see in her when you say she's talented? What spoke to you about her talent?
well, she has a beautiful voice, which never hurts, and a beautiful face, which never hurts. But beyond that, I mean, she just glowed from the moment she walked in the door, and I can really see just your love for Christ all about you. And you know, when we do what we do, you have to have some measure of authenticity, or it's all for naught. And I would say that about you. You're extremely authentic, and so it's always a pleasure to work with people who you know from the moment they walk in the room that they're really writing from the right place, singing from the right place, and speaking their heart. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that we just I'm going to talk about her like she's not here, but
Right.
you know, she just came up to Portland and had just a wonderful visit. But that was it, Sarah. Is just how you're an inelegant way of saying it, you're a Christian. You know, and that's it's a word that obviously we use a lot, but going back to the biblical roots, Christ-like. Really, you're someone that just emits just a love for the Lord and wants to use your talent for worship.
Yeah.
Now, all right, just briefly, I heard you were kind of coaxed into doing that. When you were a teenager, you didn't want to sing publicly.
No, definitely not. It was not something that I was always happy to do. And my mom and my family actually really encouraged me that they really could see something within me and wanted me to do that. And it was actually Tom Booth who gave that initial just word that I needed to hear, which was, you have talent and you have this gift from God and you need to use it. And I remember that moment. I don't know if he really remembers that moment, but I do, from when I was a teen, the moment that I sang with him. Just randomly at one camp that I was at, and from that moment on, I realized that it was a gift and that I wanted to do everything in my power to give it back to God. So I'm just so excited to be able to be working with Spirit and Song now and with artists like Sarah and with you. It's just such a great group of people. Really blessed.
So the song is Run to the Cross. And is that one of the ones that you went to Nashville with, you had the idea for?
This one actually came on the last day of writing.
Always
And
happens.
it was a blessed day because we went into the EMI, not store, what is it? EMI studio. There we go.
Store.
Yeah,
Wow, that'd be
that
awesome.
would be EMI store. We went to the EMI studio and we got to write with Sarah and then with Mia Fields as well, who's from Hillsong, which was such a blessed day.
Wow.
And we needed one more song, and I remember Sarah and Josh being like, we need like a power worship kind of ballad type of a thing that we can really play not at concerts, but also at the conferences, and really give you that opportunity to do that. And I had been thinking a lot about the cross and about freedom in the cross and being bound to the cross, and that's kind of something that I had thought about, and then it kind of just came from there, just this idea of running to the cross and the hope that's in the cross.
Well, let's get into it, ladies. I'm excited for this.
Definitely. Pierced and broken, I have been redeemed. You were bound for my transgressions, I have been released. Who the Son sets free is free. I am free indeed. To the cross, I fall in your arms, and I know I'm forgiven, I know I'm forgiven. I run to the cross, I lay down my hurt, and I am not forsaken, no, I am not forsaken. I had wandered far from mercy, still you search for me, held as captive to my failings. Oh, you rescued me. Who the Son sets free is free. I am free indeed. I run to the cross, I fall in your arms, and I know I'm forgiven, and I know I'm forgiven. I run to the cross, I lay down my heart, and I am not forsaken, no, I am not forsaken. We're not forsaken by you. Oh, to Jesus I surrender. Oh, to Him I freely give. Oh, to Jesus I surrender. Oh, to Him I freely give. Oh, to Jesus I surrender. Oh, to Him I freely give. Oh, to Jesus I surrender. Oh, to Him I freely give. I run to the cross, I fall in your arms, and I know I'm forgiven. Yeah, I run to the cross, I fall in your arms, and I know I'm forgiven. I know I'm forgiven. I run to the cross, I lay down my hurt. And I am not forsaken, no, I am not forsaken.
And whenever we do music review, one of the things that I do is I imagine a particular place and how the song would be used, and if I can't imagine that, then it's usually not something that we want to bring on. Where I imagine this, in southern Indiana, where I went to school and worked for 5 years, at a Benedictine monastery, on Wednesday nights of the youth conferences we did, the young people would go into the Abbey Church for reconciliation. And then there would be, I'm starting to get misty thinking about it, but there would be a song that we would sing after all the teens had gone to the sacrament of reconciliation. That's where I imagined this song. And that's what so, I mean, I know the song can be used in a lot of different ways, but that's where I yearn for the church to use it, is at reconciliation services. So, you know, during Lent or during any times when communal penance services are happening, the communal experience of forgiveness is so powerful. And that's what I desire for this song more than anything, for congregations to sing it after that release of sin, you know?
Yeah.
Amen.
There's something so incredibly powerful about those words, who the Son sets free is free.
Absolutely.
You know, we just don't remember that. Whoever Jesus says, you're free, you're free.
It's free indeed.
It's free indeed.
Amen.
I mean, yeah, I love when you sing that. That part's so pretty.
Well, Sarah, thank you so much. It's just so good to have you into the family, and to bring you and your songs to a wider audience, because we believe in you and believe in the songs. You're just so good.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
guys.
Love you.
We love you. I love you.
Well, thanks for joining us today, and thank you. And whether it's at a penance service or another liturgical service or during prayer and worship, I ask you to use this song and let it be a blessing to you and to your congregation. Blessings to you and blessings to you.